Rubik's Cube World Championship 2023 was the biggest competition ever, and I invite you to come and experience it with me. Oh ho ho! Immediately when you walk in, you see more than 1,000 cubers from all over the world. Among them, the best of the best, the record breakers. You have Timon, Antonio, and Tommy solving in a relay with Brennan Lin and Seunguk Nam watching on. You see Matty, Max Zhao, Zayd Chowdhury, and Dwayne all solving together.
Charlie, delete this footage.
It's truly surreal, but you can't help it but feel a little bit nervous that you are competing against all of these top solvers. But nearly as soon as I arrived, I had to go to the side room to compete in my first event. A long way to submit multi-cubes. This was my first time competing against all the best in the world. So how would I hold up for my first time competing against the top Speedcubers? I just did multi, that was like pretty good, 19 out of 21, so I get to do the second attempt, and now I'm rushing back to do square one. This competition was very different to any other competition I had previously attended, but not just because of its size. The competition had a waiting area where the runner would collect you and then take you out to your station, which is different to what we usually do in Australia. So it was something that I would have to adjust to before competing in 3-blind a little bit later on. Because I had broken my finger a few weeks prior to the competition, I was wearing this splint on my finger for all of the time that I wasn't solving, but for my first proper solve of the competition, I forgot to take it off. Let's take this off. And then my second solve was somehow even worse. And then I dropped the cube. This whole competing against the best thing wasn't working out too well. Max can't even get anywhere, but you know what? I have a secret selfies. Ah yes, perfect. Got it, I got him. So this morning we're trying out a really Korean cultural ba-da-bum-bum-ba. Put a Big Mac on a snack.
Any sauce or anything?
Yeah, there's
Big Mac sauce?
some kind of yellow, probably Big Mac sauce. That's a Big Mac. When a lot of blindfolded solvers get together, it's common to do relays. So since so many of the top blindfolded solvers were here, we spent a lot of time doing relays. I was lucky enough to have some time at the signing booth. It was great meeting you guys and having fun with some of the other blinders at the table. I even got to sign the arm of Chris Mills.
We're meeting now, it's good.
Hell yeah.
Even Soup Timmy loved meeting his favorite cubers.
Can I have a hug? Sign it.
Now I have the most important part of the day and one of the most nerve-wracking of the whole competition, which is 4-blind.
If you use multi-purpose headphones.
So far, competing with the best had been a bit of a mixed bag, so I wasn't sure how I'd go when competing in an event that I really cared about. I was really nervous with 4-blind because I'd been practicing heaps in the lead up, trying to get comfortable with one passing. I went at nearly my full pace, as I really wanted to get something to be proud of. But on my first solve, as you can see, I messed up my centers, so I was starting off with a DNF. The second solve didn't go much better. I unfortunately forgot my memorization for wings, so I DNF'd that one as well. So it was all down to the last, the third solve. I wanted to get a success, but I even more so wanted a solid time, so I didn't safety again. And I paid the price. I forgot the wing memo again. I clearly have a lot more practice to do with one passing. So now it was time for redemption, to see if I could get some decent times in Megaminx, unlike my disappointing performance in 4-blind. The first solve was already going pretty well, but then this happened. I just got a PLL skip on Megaminx. Megaminx just then was like so funny. I got a 43 and then like 4 1-minute solves because the 43 had a PLL skip, which I don't even know the chance of that, like 1 in 500 or something insane. But it happened and I got a PR by like heaps. Keep my PR streak alive with that somehow. Luck is cool. Day 2 was going to be a day full of fun, the opening ceremony and some finals. But I still really wasn't sure how I'd go when competing. I mean, the only good times I got of the whole first day were just super lucky. There's absolutely just fish at the 5 blind. It's in like 10 minutes. Which like blind event is the most spectator friendly?
3 blind?
Okay, but like 4 blind.
No, 4 blind isn't spectator friendly.
That 5 blind was really good. I got like a 5 minute, which is really good for me. And also Hill got world record, which is crazy. It was a crazy 5 blind round. And then I went over to have a look at the X-Mars cube, which had a sort of station in the corner. If you don't know what the X-Mars cube is, it is basically a speed cube, but the sides sort of jut out and have lights on them. So when you do a turn, the lights change.
Great.
The finger tricks are so weird.
Yeah, so strange the first time.
And the guy really wanted to show me all of its capabilities, probably because I was holding a camera.
Okay. Yeah, great.
I need to go compete in 5x5 now. Woohoo! So submitting my cube. 5x5. Nice. Very wow. Never mind, I'm not in that group. What is this average? That's such a good time.
2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 3. Quick maths.
17, I guess.
I've become a South Korean McDonald's veteran. Some might say. In just this one frame, there is Jack Kai, Graham Siggins, Ari, and this beautiful bench. Oh yeah, and Tingman in the back.
What drink did you get?
This is like the
G juice.
It's just good. That's what it tastes like.
Alright, the real deal.
But this was only a slight taste, just a little bit of what was to come at the opening ceremony tonight, which would be followed by the first finals of the World Championships 2023.
Hey, what's up guys? And today we're going to be reviewing my top 10 favorite types of landmarks. Firstly, a mountain. Mountains are top 10 landmarks. Part 2.
The Korean traditional dancing and music was really cool to see. And then it was finally time for the finals. There were bound to be some crazy good times and some exciting upsets. There were 2 Australians competing in clock, Conan and Zaid. Conan managed to get 2nd place, which was just so amazing. And in Megaminx, Alexander from New Zealand got double OCRs, which was good enough to get him 3rd place, which was just so epic to do that in a World Finals. Alex, let's go.
Oh my god. I'm having a heart attack.
That was so good. After seeing how well Conan and Alexander did while competing in the World's Finals, I was even more excited and nervous for 3 blind on days 3 and 4. Would I crumble under the pressure of competing on the world stage, like I did for Squan and 4 blind, or would I thrive under it, like I did for Megaminx and 5x5? Only time would tell. Dude, this is full of air. I can't open. Finally got it.